Hey guys, video starts around a minute 50. Throwing in some random stills here from way back when. This was an amazing one. This is from yesterday. So I got some great stuff from yesterday. A lot of people, I couldn't believe all the stills from live video. So thank you guys so much for that. Thank you for my Christmas cards. If you didn't hear me say your name and thank you, I probably did and you might have missed it. So thank you for all of you that didn't get an actual thank you back because you're not on social media. Enjoy. As you can see, I'm having trouble here. Maybe you can't see it, I don't know. I can't get the live video. I was in the middle of talking on a live video and I'm going to a really special place here. So I figured I was going to keep the live video as my evidence, my camera. Not evidence, but like my documentation of coming up here today. But let's go to this. I got some amazing structures that I'm seeing for the first time that were literally made right on the side of the road. They did have snow on them, but it just snowed. That's why I kind of wanted to come up here. As you can tell, it just snowed. My tires are getting me up here so far. There's some structures right there. This is one place that I can kind of get to. It's one of my favorite places. Now keep in mind, I have a lot of favorite places. Guys, on the live video, if you can hear me, I don't think that you can, so I'm leaving it on, and the talking that I'm doing is to my regular camera. That's not to be confused. Let's go see what these guys are doing. Oh, look at this. I love seeing the winter structures. It's amazing. God, I want to get to like Bigfoot Universe. I would have to take a helicopter. Love these right here. We got the forks and everything. These guys, I'm telling you, they don't hide from us. You got to understand that. The big world's a little bit, but like in some places they're like, here's our structures, you got a problem with it? Let us know. Oh, there's a whole thing going in and out of one of my favorite structure places. I didn't get up here early enough to do footprints this year. It still says 0 people. Oh, there's footprints. There's structures. Oh, there's an X. There's my X. Look at my white noise out of my ear. There it is. I don't know if I've seen that one. Oh yeah, I have. Look. You guys look at the structures back there. I just want to get in there and sit there for a minute. The problem is parking. The way they've plowed this road, I can't park. Let me get this heat off. That's my heat, believe it or not. Let's go for timestamps then. Darn it, it's completely unparkable. I was just gonna go sit in there, even if I just got like wet, I don't care. I was just gonna go sit in the snow for like at least like 10-15 minutes, just sit there with the camera running. Because they'll do stuff for me. Nobody in the world has ever gone in there and sat with them in the wintertime. No one's ever gone in there with them, period, except for me. That's a special place in there, you guys. We get so much stuff. Look at the teepee structure. Can you see it? It's an X. You see it? It's an X right there. With all kinds of other like teepee type stuff. This is where they came up to the road to see Joel. Come on, you guys. I really would love a noise today. I'm getting sucked in. Let's go to the mirror. I think I'm going to do some of that this year. Like when I'm walking, at least like every day, like when I'm out there doing a video. I might not put it up always, but I'll do. It's the mirror that's dirty. I'll do. Look at, it's so pretty in there in the snow. I got all kinds of disturbances in and out. Last year, I can only go by last year. We got literally footprints like all over the place, and then in the first snow, and then after that, we didn't see much. You can see here's something that's really been getting cut out, right there. Of course, it's covered with snow. I don't see any fresh anything. Although it did just snow here. You guys, I don't know if you can see this live video. I don't know. I can't see the chat, and I can't hear you, or I can't read you. So I'm going to assume that you're there, and there's like a glitch in the matrix. So I'm going to leave that live video on, and you can just listen to me film. I'm filming. Oh, that's new. That's new. Look at that. This is exciting. What I'll do is I think I'm going to throw some old footage in, but I kind of wanted to give some real time, and I wanted to talk a little bit. Me talk. What a shocker. Someone's like, you talk so much. And I was like, well, you can understand I don't talk at all. And then I finally get a chance to talk, and you know, it all comes out. Look, right next to that one that was leaning, another one. Those are new, you guys, okay? I don't know how new, but since I was here last time, which has been, I don't know, a couple months at least, these are always there. Look at that. Tons of traffic. Right at the marker. I don't care what it is. I've determined. Give me a second. It's one of my spots back there that I found. Remember I did that, you guys? Who remembers that video? Let me get to a place where I can actually zoom. Because I'm kind of right in the middle here. There's nobody on this road except for residents, but they get a little bit annoyed. Leaner right there. Who remembers that video? I zoomed up to the rocks and they whistled right when I was driving by like this. I was not expecting it. Right there. And a lot of times, believe it or not, so like let's say you get a whistle from there, right? Because you can't tell because of the snow, but there's not a lot. It's like a foot, maybe 2 feet. Not even 2 feet, maybe like a foot to 16 inches, I'm guessing. And they came from right there. And you guys, there's something with the rocks. So let's just say, it's not everyone that's going to get a whistle, but you might, And because you know of this, now you might get one. You guys have to know, it's all about your knowledge out there. So when you go out there, and they know that you know this stuff, it's a whole different world. Just doing a little checkup, that's all. I absolutely love these guys, and they love me. I'm going with that. I don't care. No one loves me, so they have to. Let's go right there. Blatant. Okay? It's not a bend. It's an arch tucked in on one side. That's amazing. The other amazing thing is I don't think I can turn around. I'm going to have to do like a 50,000 point K-turn just to get it turned around. As you can see, everything's a little different in there. There's my turf. You guys want to see a Bigfoot world? There's a Bigfoot world right there. Let me take a zoom over there. We're going into the 10-mile zoom here. Not to mention the timestamps that we're going to get from just driving on this road. You know what? We can see over there a little bit. You want to find Bigfoot? You just did. Just go right there. If you can hear buzzing, it's the speaker above my head. Look how unusual that is. See the berm? The military crest, we'll call it? It's much bigger. Those trees are like 50 feet tall. They're definite in the winter, guys. They're going to be in these platforms up in tops of trees like that. And you can, so many people get them. I don't even have to convince anybody anymore. It's so great. Oh, it's so great not to have to be like, no, listen, they really are in these. We film them in windows. Like people are like, Mark, I know, I get the same pictures. Those are sorry for my dramatic. That's really right there. There's the big giant bush you can't see through, and then there's these weird rocks just randomly there. And I've been in the wilderness behind, never right to there. I was sitting right here doing the same exact thing, and they whistled at me. I would tell you the video, but I have no idea. People ask me all the time about which video is what. I'm like, you guys, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what I named it. I don't know anything. Is that a cell phone tower? I don't know what happened to it. Oh no, maybe it wasn't. You guys, maybe I am losing it. It's the tinnitus. I'm gonna blame it on tinnitus. I swear I just saw a cell phone tower. It might have been hidden, or maybe it wasn't at all. Oh no, it is back there. Huh? I couldn't even get any cell coming up here at all. And on this side, it's full strength. Timestamps on there. I'll tell you, I'm really happy so far with our snowfall amounts. It's been very minimal. And, of course it gets deeper as you get up higher like this. We're pretty high up right now, so this gives me a decent idea. It's actually one of the reasons I come up here besides them. It really gives me, I can scale the whole county basically by my elevation right now, which is probably 85, 87, something like that. Look, they live right here. This is a major spot. I've actually filmed them right there. It's an amazing thing. I wish I could tell you that video. You got to see that in there. You guys, I can't wait. I'm gonna approach this summer and this spring and this fall so much differently. Like I'm gonna attack it. Like I'm not gonna take 1 second for granted. There's gonna be no downtime. There really wasn't any, but you know what I mean? Like if I can be out there, because it's times like today where I can't be out there really. Look at the leaner on that trident type tree. They're right there. There's another spot. There's another. Look at all the leaners. They're all on trident trees. Like it stays. It's like today that make me realize that I'm not going to waste any time at all this summer. Give me a second. I've shown this to you before, but never in the wintertime. Oh, wow. You guys, I didn't mean to do this today. This has just been happening, and then I ended up doing live videos. All right, so you know what? Because of that, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. Let's just do a drive-by zoomed. Watch this. They cut right. You never would have been able to see these, and they actually cut. Like they stopped development right there. Like I think, see, look, private property. Where's the sign? Because they actually started seeing, like what I believe is some of the most unbelievable structures you'll ever see in your life are right there. And I think the builder was like, listen, man, something's going on here. Or again, they stopped him. Like, hey, I think this is, it's like Yoda waving his hand in front of your face. You've cut enough trees. The guy's like, hey, you guys, you know what? I think we've cut enough trees. I'm telling you, it's stuff like that happens. I think it's a limited amount of interfering with human free will, but they definitely do when necessary. And I think they're supposed to get approval from the higher ups, like when they put out fires and stuff like that. I just saw tons of snowfall right there. Right there. Always look up. Especially in the snow. You guys see that arch? Look at that. Their entire language is right there. Look at that. Can you believe that stuff? Look at that symmetrical X right there. Holy mother of X's. I can't even believe that. It's just crazy. I mean, that is just unbelievable. You guys, there's X's that were never there before. This house, it's amazing. All of that, there's a house next door being built. And that's when they stopped the cutting. And it's amazing how it's all blocked from the house. Like you just have to walk through the woods like a littlest bit, and then the structures begin. But there's no structures visible to the house whatsoever, which means they're not there visible to the house whatsoever. unless they wanted it to be. Wait till you see this, if you didn't already. Well, first of all, the stuff that's in there is incredible. I got to go in there. I got to go knock on the guy's door this summer, because you guys got to see this. See, the private property ones, they don't care, especially when they know their homeowners are idiots. Look, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just true. As far as this subject goes, they'll never understand. Where's that white X I saw? Man, there's so many white X's. Some timestamps. Let me not talk. I just want to listen here. I'm telling you, those trees are worth some money. They're all perfectly straight. And the builder stopped 4 years ago. It just stopped when he got in there. And I'm telling you, something happened. They mark everything, you guys. Look at the outside. None of it's an accident. I have filmed that before for you, but I wanted to do it in the wintertime. Actually, I had no plan of it at all. And my live video sidetracked me out here. I was like, hey, because I lost you even on the highway. I'm like, hey, let me go up this hill where one of my favorite places is, in the middle of all these houses. Because usually I'm out in the middle of nowhere, like, literally 8 miles walking straight into the woods, 8 miles. But some of these newer places where they just bulldozed right in the middle of them are pretty interesting to me. Because you get to see all the old, there's structures that are still there that are older than the house that was built. It's all private property. I'd love to buy that, you guys. Do you see the X from here? Oh, man. There's no way to buy that property. Do you know how much that property's worth? Even if we got everyone together and made it, I'm like, listen, we get 40,000 people together and we buy that as together, like somehow. I don't know. We have like some trustees that are on the paperwork or whatever. I don't even have to be on it. I don't care. As long as you give me permission. We own a place like that. A major place. See, when you see that, you're dealing with the big dudes. You're dealing with like the special ones. If you see that, you have a chance of communicating. You'll get whistles. You can get interactions. You can get, when you're at the rocks, besides a whistle or two that I've ever gotten, it's different. They don't care. When you see structures like this, which I love seeing in the snow, because it defines it. It helps you. You can tell they have snow because they're not supposed to be like that. Any tree that's normal doesn't have snow on it. Any tree that they touched has snow. Come on, chickens. What's the big secret? Oh, wait, there's the human. Shh. Like I yell at them, like trying to taunt them. Sometimes, like, you have to hide from me. Because I want one to come out and like grab me by the throat and be like, really? Do we? That's all I want. Yeah, kill me right now. At least I got you out of here. I won. If you don't like this type of video, I don't know what to tell you. It's pretty cool. I like this. This isn't easy. I've been up here for hours now. I've been up here for hours. Oh, there was a big snowfall from above. When I see that, because it's only happening when I seem to be near. You couldn't even see through that snowfall that happened way back there. That's why I like to look at the tops of the trees. Something moves. They're not in the trees. They're like, it's technology. I can't believe I'm still filming like this. They got me, is why. It's the only way I can have this much patience is they're around. I would never have still been here if they hadn't let me know. Someone on the video, at least one person believed me. They're like, Mark, I believe you. I was like, yes. As long as I have one person, the rest of them, let everyone else just complain and whine about who knows what. But yet they're still watching, Some other researcher that never made it down in Colorado recently. Just whining and complaining because I'm successful at this. Probably because his girlfriend's in my private group, and he failed at this, and she's in my group, and she dumped him because he badmouthed her online. It's an amazing thing. I'm not going to say names because I'm not like that. Meanwhile, he's using my name to get attention for himself, which hasn't worked. From what I've heard, he just got reamed a new one when he was telling people that I do this for money. It's like, are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me, right? You're kidding me. Do I make money doing this? Yeah, but my God, it's my job. It comes way after my love and passion for this. Way after. You guys, I'm smart enough to make a lot more money than doing this. I don't need this to make money. I mean, my life would be easier. I think I've explained that before. My life would be so much easier not doing this. I'm screwed. You guys, you can ask anybody that gets involved in this and goes out and something happens. Like you're done for life. You know what I mean? It's if I don't do this, someone's got to do it. It's got to be someone that understands it. You can't have an idiot like that guy down there. You got to have someone that understands the way this is supposed to be. That they don't like people like him, you know. And someone like him can never understand. He'll always justify himself, you know. I'm not like that. I'll be the first one to throw myself under the bus. Why? Because I'm honest, you know. I don't have to justify anything with myself because there's no reason to. I don't have a big high self-esteem, but when it comes to this, my confidence level is beyond anything you could imagine because I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. You just gotta be patient. I don't know why I'm whispering. I hope everyone had a great new year. I love you guys. Over and out. Alright, so this river's, you know what I usually, when it snows like this, I usually go to across the street, even if it's from myself. I did film a video there, I don't know, a few weeks ago. But now, after getting the timestamps, that's one of the advantages of doing this, full time is, now I've received all the timestamps from a video that most people would not even think have Bigfoot in it, because they don't understand the subject. I love how people put words in my mouth too, like, oh, anyone, Mark says they cloak, Mark says this, Mark says that. It's like, who are these people and call these like so-called like self-proclaimed researchers in Colorado? It's an amazing thing to me that these guys don't understand what I'm showing them. Or what I think it is they just refuse to watch, and they just want to make up things on their own, It's absolutely a shame. These are guys that think that they're monkeys. Remember, it's always guys. It's never a woman. There's no women researchers that think they're monkeys. Every single woman is right on board with me. Anybody that's made any kind of an impact as a female in this subject knows me, because they all do it exactly the way I do it. And it doesn't even, it's exactly, there's only one way, guys. And we all know it. So when we hear these people talking, I feel embarrassed for them, because almost everybody knows that they're wrong. The only person, someone that'll, then the guy will get a comment from someone who just looked at Bigfoot today for the first time, so he thinks he's doing a good job. Hey, I didn't know that. Good, good talk or whatever. And the guy, it's because the guy's new. He doesn't, the fan is new. He doesn't know anything. This is. I don't do this on an opinion. That's one thing these guys. I'm not really going negative or talking trolls. I'm talking about how other researchers, like to put words in my mouth and like to, use me as a way to get attention for themselves. And it's just a shame. You could use me to get attention for yourself, because if you just be my friend, then I'm like, hey, yeah, check this guy out. He's really good. Things like that. Just trying to get attention negatively makes you look stupid. So I think we're all just a little sick and tired of these so-called research people that don't do anything except talk, making up this bullshit. Like, I think we're all just sick of you. These people in Lower Colorado, these, people that I used to promote and try to help, and they're just all stuck in their common sense nursery school education thinking, what they were taught as a human being, which is everything we already know. Okay, we're way beyond that. Okay, so just, you gotta stop with your with your common sense. Everything we do is factual. So I never said anything cloaks. I never said anything does anything. Oh, they got a new sideways. Look at that. They did that. Yes, just recently. It's right there. I know that they did. They know I'm going to see it too. That right there. They just did that. Believe me. It's perfectly parallel. Look at that. I think the other one was already done this way. And it's pointing right towards my spot in there. See, when you go in there, you can see everything just goes like this. All the way through those woods. Bear with me, I'm getting to a place where I'm going to zoom. I'm going to run the camera. Actually, you know what? Let me turn it off. Give me a second. So one thing I've determined that you hear me, this is how I do most of the stuff that's hard just to blurt out. I slowly take little things here and there over like a year. I'll start talking to you about it. And then a year later, it's not such a big deal. I've filmed it. It'll just, the power of suggestion will give me some kind of a video at some point. Things like that. And one of them is, stop looking for regular footprints. Okay, well, don't stop actually, because they're there too. Actually, they're harder to find. These others are the ones making all of these hoof footprints, and then there's these other footprints that we can't figure out. You know, it's the ones that someone will say it's a bear, or someone will say this, or anything they can make up. Anything they can make up in their common sense. And those people are lost forever, unfortunately. It's an amazing thing. Like, I have researchers I was talking about, like down in Lower Colorado, that have no idea what they're doing. You would think that they would think to themselves, gee, why is someone like Mark in Upper Colorado being so successful with what he's saying, and I can't get 20 people to listen to me, but I'm so sure what I'm saying is real. Like, because he didn't do anything. He just made it up in his head. And then he starts to post things like, oh, well, this is that. These guys say this isn't what it is, and you guys are reading words that are lies. You know, sometimes these guys don't even know, like, they how much they're lying. You know, like, it's an incredible thing. Like I've said, don't listen to anybody, okay? And that includes me. You can listen to me, like, you know, whatever, but when it comes to like factual things about them. People are making statements. Like, if you think they cloak, you're crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're crazy. I'm not saying they cloak, but what I'm saying is, I don't like that word. It's not, it's technology beyond your knowing is what it is. These people are so simple. It's a crazy thing. Some of these people better be sure that they don't meet me. That's all I can say. Just be sure. I don't care if it's 20 years from now. Be sure that you don't bump into me. That's all I can say. That's a situation that you're not going to want to be in, I promise. I'm really tired of ignorant people, especially researchers that lie to people that I care about. Keep it up. Keep running your mouths. I like to zoom here in the snow. That's my heater. You hear that weird noise? That's my heat. So all those, that teepee that was there, some of it's still there. They rearranged, like, these beings rearranged everything that the town destroyed. And then, as soon as that one got cleaned up by the town, which was a teepee and all these leaning sticks, this started getting weird. That tree was never like that until about a year ago. It just started. And then in the snow, I'm getting amazing timestamps. I got to go a little further. These are the guys that I can't quite figure out. So it is, what's the date today? Just so if you're wondering, like, what, maybe you're watching this in a year from now and you're wondering, like, what day it is. It is New Year's Day. Can you believe that? It is New Year's Day. Happy New Year, you guys. Wow, 2020, another brainwashing thing. Who cares what year it is? Let's be honest. You're brainwashed to care. It doesn't matter. Like, well, let's do it every 2 years. Why would you do it every year with the except it's only for money. It's to generate money. It's the only reason that we do anything. It's not because people want to celebrate. It's because our economy needs money. It's the only reason we do it. Same with birthdays. You think anyone cares if it's your birthday? Let's be completely honest. Does anyone really care Nobody cares, okay? Your mom thinks she has to care. That's the only reason. But nobody cares except for you that it's your birthday. Another brainwashing thing, okay? No one cares. It's meaningless, you guys. Look, you got to think through this stuff. I'm not saying to get rid of birthdays. I'm just saying just to stand outside, like just stand back and look at us. Stand by like as a bystander, someone that wouldn't understand like your brainwashing, and see what they see. And you'll actually be kind of embarrassed at some stuff, like how simple we are. I'm gonna get in there too one day. Look at the leaners right here. It's like the most incredible brakes. It's all new, and then they're all back in there, and I can't figure it out. They just don't. They really don't like to show themselves or something over there. I'm not sure. Let's do a quick zoom across the street. You guys, it's been getting so blatant over there. Look at the Trident, first of all. Okay, it's not possible to have every sign. There's a Trident right there. They got so much going on here. Let me turn a little bit. I'm right in the middle of the road. No one's coming up. See that? See that structure's right there? They've really been getting blatant. Look at that, you guys. Incredible. Sorry, I'm turned sideways in the middle of the road, so I'm going one-handed on the camera. I'm also trying to watch the road. That's all. Just wanted a quick look in there. I also wanted to show you the new perches now, where they sit under that big pine tree.